Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Back again. Right. We're going to cover more aspect of English today. Today we are going to study simple present versus simple past. So what we are going to cover in these materials is how we compare, membandingkan, how to use, when to use simple present tense and also simple past tense in different condition and times. So we are going to see the changes, perubahan, and why they change, how to change them, and what are the changes occur in both sentences. Okay, let's take a look. First, just to fresh up your memory, simple past tense itu ada dua, nominal and verbal. You can say non-verbal dan verbal. So the thing is with nominal menggunakan to be, so it has two types, ada dua tipenya, was and were. Sedangkan verbal with verb, dan ntar menggunakan verb 1 and verb 2. There's misunderstanding, ada kesalahpahaman in the use of verbs in simple past tense. Many people thought that we only use verb 2, only verb 2, but actually it's not. It turns out ternyata that we use even more verb 1 than verb 2 in the sentence, because we use verb 1 in negative and in interrogative. Dalam bentuk kalimat negatif dan bentuk kalimat interrogatif yang bertanya, we always use verb 1, bukan verb 2. Okay, I repeat. Dalam bentuk negatif dan interrogatif, we only use verb 1, not verb 2. Okay. Now, to go on, kita lanjut lagi. Verb to be was word. Here, used for I, he, she, it, and as you can see here, is more breakdown. Ini breakdown yang lebih detail lagi. So you can see that we have two, we have one, we have verb to be, two, we have with verb. Also penggunaannya kita bahas lebih dalam. Now let's see the difference, perbedaannya seperti apa. In simple present tense, for example, I walk to school. Here I walk. Use verb to. It's actually alasan utama kenapa use verb to ada dua. One is in positive, bentuk kalimat positif. Another word for positive is affirmative. Jadi positive and affirmative itu sinonim sama saja. And dalam bentuk affirmative, bentuk kalimat biasa, istilahnya kalimat biasa itu artinya bukan bertanya dan bukan mengatakan tidak atau bukan. Saya tidak pergi, dia bukan teman saya, that's for example. Itu maka menggunakan kalimat yang tadi itu negatif satu, kemudian kalimat tanya satu. Yang bukan yang itu, seperti I walk to school, saya berjalan ke sekolah. So that's number one. So number one is because this affirmative, because it's positive. Number two adalah ini menjelaskan, semua ini menjelaskan suatu hal yang memang udah terjadi, udah. So it happened. Nah kapannya itu antara berdua tegas, tapi yang pasti adalah itu udah terjadi. Okay. So number two, you jump on my bed. So you jumped on my bed. Orang berarti sudah loncat. Kalau ini, nah kalau simple present tense, dia menjelaskan salah satu hal yang biasa kita gunakan simple present tense adalah when we talk about habits, kebiasaan, or something happen repeatedly, suatu hal terjadi berulang-ulang. Misalkan si you ini memang sering loncat on my bed, sering loncat dia. Misalkan our adik kita, little brother or sister, like to jump, so we say to him or her, you jump on my bed, because kamu memang sering loncat on my bed. So for something that sering dilakukan, we usually use simple present tense. Now we have here many examples. We go here next. She plays with her friends. Nah ini dia bermain dengan temannya, meaning adalah dia memang sering bermain atau memang kebiasaannya bermain dengan her friends. Nah meaning yang kedua, ini dia nggak terfokus waktu. dalam artian karena dia memang perbuatan yang berulang-ulang, sering dilakukan, maka kita nggak menjelaskan kapan itu dia play with her friends. Beda dengan she played with her friends. Di sini seharusnya antar kita perlu menjelaskan bahwa itu sudah ada sebuah keterangan. Nah, keterangan itu sifatnya sunat muakkad, dalam artian bisa ada, bisa tidak. Nah, jika dia tidak ada, maka ada semacam pemahaman yang menunjukkan bahwa itu sudah terjadi. Nanti bisa kita bahas lebih lanjut. Okay, we have here more examples. Okay, my mother cooks dinner. Merupakan kebiasaan my mother, she cooks dinner. Namun when you say my mother cook dinner, itu artinya ibu telah memasak, sudah memasak. Ntar kita kaitkan dengan waktunya. Misalkan kamu makan, you want to eat, so my mother cook dinner. Berarti sudah masak. Ntar ada buktinya mungkin masakannya sudah siap atau sudah disajikan. Jadi itu yang sudah, my mother cook dinner. Okay, nah, so we have more here. Kita bisa dipahami lebih lanjut. Okay, please go over, dilihat lebih dalam. I want you also to study each of the example that we have down below, and after that you may pause the video so that you can study the video, and then after that you try to comprehend, memahami the meaning behind the sentence. Okay. Next, I go here. I go to school every day. Past tense. Present tense. I go to school every day. Nah, everyday adalah waktu, dan everyday ini adalah perbuatan yang berulang-ulang selalu. Ini kelanjutan yang tadi. Okay, but I went to school yesterday. Itu hanya fokus ke yesterday-nya. Ini yang menjelaskan bahwa memang kemarin saya pergi ke sekolah atau ke kampus. Nanti can change to campus or university. Nah, ini menjelaskan perbuatan yang biasa dilakukan atau sering dilakukan. Ini jelaskan bahwa kemarin saya ke kampus. Boleh diartikan kemarin saya ada ke kampus atau kemarin saya betul pergi ke kampus. Jelas kemarin salah satu perbuatan saya adalah ke kampus. We study in the class. Menjelaskan rutinitas yang biasa dilakukan dan we study in the class. Yeah. But we studied in my house last night. Menjelaskan bahwa pada waktu ini, last night, terjadi sebuah kejadian bahwa we studied, kita belajar, kami belajar. So past tense itu menjelaskan bahwa pada suatu waktu terjadi sesuatu atau terjadi sesuatu pada suatu waktu. Jadi ntar waktunya bisa ditarik ke depan, bisa dibelakang di belakang. I always walk to campus. Saya selalu. Nah, karena selalu kan dia rutinitas, sering dilakukan, and therefore we always use simple present tense. But Tina walked to campus 2 days ago. Tina berjalan ke kampus 2 days ago. 2 hari yang lalu. Jadi pada 2 hari yang lalu terjadi sebuah kejadian bahwa si Tina walk to campus. Dia jalan menuju ke kampus. Masalah dia sering atau nggak sering walk to campus, it doesn't matter. Nggak terlalu penting. Yang penting adalah 2 days ago, 2 hari yang lalu, Tina walk to campus. Seperti itu. We also have many here. Ada banyak di sini. I want you to also go through this. Dilanjutkan terus. I want you to study more. I want you to understand them. It's very crucial, penting sekali untuk memahami bahwa ada makna yang berbeda, different in meanings. Okay, but you have to go through sejak turun ke bawah. But I'll help you. I like to play badminton. Saya suka bermain badminton. Nah, like itu tidak menggunakan simple past tense, dia menggunakan simple present tense. Karena kalau orang sudah suka, dia akan melakukan hal secara berulang. For example, I like to play badminton. Okay, I like to play badminton. Maka like, dia tuh nggak menggunakan I like. Kecuali Anda yang menjelaskan kebiasaan pada masa lampau. Tapi kalau memang sekarang Anda suka, nah mau Anda kemarin ada main, sekarang Anda main, besok ada main, it doesn't matter. We played badminton together 3 days ago. Ini menjelaskan bahwa 3 days ago we played badminton together. Jadi ada kaitan antara perbuatan dan waktu. Okay, we have, I'm thirsty, I need to drink some water. Nah, when you have 2 sentences like this, it is not necessary, nggak harus, itu dua-duanya di past tense kan. Kita dilihat konteksnya. sometimes you can combine them, disatukan, make it one sentence, or you keep two sentences, dua sentence dipertahankan, and you change one and don't change the other. So depends on the situations. So in this case, I'm very thirsty, I need to drink some water. Nah, I'm very thirsty, I need to drink some water. I change, saya merubahnya. He drank some coffee in cafe last week. Contoh, kalau if you want to change exactly yang sama persis, maka I was very thirsty, I needed to drink some water. Jelaskan kapan. Misalkan waktunya boleh diambil salah satunya. So, misalkan I was very thirsty last night, I needed to drink some water. I was very thirsty last night, I needed to drink some water. Atau I was very thirsty, waktu dibuat kata hubung dan tapi digabung kalimatnya. I was very thirsty, then I needed to drink some water last night, for example. Contohnya seperti itu. Okay, dan seterusnya. Here we have more example. I'm very happy today, karena dia present dan today. I was very happy yesterday. Kalau yesterday, then was, karena dia sudah tampak. I was very happy yesterday. Nah, pernyataan I was very happy yesterday menjelaskan kemarinnya happy. Sekarang happy nggak happy, kita belum tahu. Sampai si yang bersangkutan menjelaskan apakah dia happy atau tidak happy. Yang pasti kita tahu bahwa yesterday, kemarinnya itu, she was very happy. Okay. They are all in the classrooms. Sekarang berarti ada orangnya. Yang kedua, they were all in the classroom when the teacher came. Itu ada dua kejadian sebenarnya. Teacher came dan studentsnya ada di classroom. Menjelaskan bahwa mereka ada di classroom ketika teachernya datang. Seperti itu. Siti is very confused about her problem. Siti was very confused about her problem last night. Nah, yang kedua menjelaskan kejadian pada last night, tadi malam. Many students are not ready about the exams. Yang past tense, many students were not ready about the exam last week. Ini fokus to last week. So these are the changes. Perubahan is simple actually that we need to pay attention to when changing from simple present tense into simple past tense. Okay. We have more. Now I want you to study this more examples. I intentionally sengaja memang to put more examples so that you can study the examples. I want you to understand the examples. It is good to use examples as our study because it helps us understand the context here. So this context, the second one, is actually the same with the previous slide. This is used in negative. It's actually very simple because in negative kita hanya tambah not setelah to be. Okay, so as you can see here, we have all that. The sentence were all the same. With the belakang sama ya. Now, yang sering menjadi kendala actually in the use of interrogative, yang sering kendala adalah interrogatifnya biasanya. But I don't think it's not really a big problem actually, because it's easy to understand. Okay. First, we are going to focus in the use of to be. So here, remember we have nominal use of to be, and second one is verbal use verb. Now with this one, I was very happy yesterday. Now, yang jelas jangan pernah tanya ke diri sendiri. It's just funny to ask yourself. Itu Anda tidak sedang having conversations. Berarti Anda sedang macam introspeksi, nggak tanya ke orang, tanya ke diri sendiri. Okay? So di bentuknya adalah kalimat tanyanya, karena gampang sekali dibalik, ditukar. Jadi dari I was menjadi was I. Berhubung saya bilang tadi bahwa jangan tanya ke diri sendiri, tukar menjadi you. Nah, to be dari you adalah were. Jadi were you happy yesterday? Were you happy yesterday? Apakah kamu senang kemarin? Number two, they were all in the classroom when teacher came. Dibalik, they were menjadi were they. Were they all in the classroom when teacher came? Nah, apakah mereka all in the classroom? Karena dia sifatnya past tense, jadi ada makna sudah. Apakah mereka sudah ada di classroom ketika guru datang, tiba. Next, Siti was very confused about her problem last night. Dibalik saja, was Siti very confused about her problem last night? Apakah Siti sangat pusing dengan permasalahannya tadi malam? Okay, yes. I believe it's not very tricky, but it's good to do more exercises. Perlu diulang-ulang lagi. You can use more example. I strongly suggest you to make some sentence and then change them to play with the sentence. Make simple sentence. For example, when you see the car, you say that's a car, and then you change that into negative. For example, that's not a car, and then you change again into interrogative. Is that a car? Okay. Or handphone. This is handphone. Change into negative. This is not handphone. Or change into interrogative. Is this handphone? Atau dengan temannya, is that your handphone? Apakah itu handphone? If you don't have friend, kalau nggak ada teman, you can chat with your friends. We have in the group, I believe that we all have friends to share in English, that you can share text or call your friends and you can use English. Okay, now we are going to focus next on simple past tense with verb. Okay, what we need to understand that verb itu ada perubahan. Yang pasti ada 3, sebenarnya ada 5 gitu ya. Verb with s, verb with ing, but that's very simple. Maka itu sering nggak dianggap. Ada 5, verb with s, verb plus ing, kemudian verb 1 seperti yang kita lihat di sini, and then verb 2, and then verb 3. Nah, verb 2 ada 2 kategori, verb 2 and verb 3. Ya. Ada 2 kategorinya, yaitu dia yang beraturan sama yang tidak beraturan. Beraturan itu maksudnya adalah tinggal tambah ed. Sini tambah ed, sini tambah ed, tambah ed. Tandanya adalah kalau dia di sini ed, di sini ed. We have ed here, then ed here. But if it's not ed, like for example, right here, nk, so we will not use ed here. But open is. Okay. So 2 categories, beraturan sama tidak beraturan. I have written here 10. This is very common verbs that you use often. I want you to read the verb and try to memorize the verbs. Verb itu memang harus dihafal. Gak bisa diharap kalau mau bahasa Inggris tapi gak bisa mau menghafal vocab, terutama verb dalam hal ini. So if you study verb, it helps you to speak English. But if you don't have verbs, you can have vocabulary. So how can you use English? It is almost impossible. Sangat mustahil ya. Ngomong apa ntar bingung. Nah, tidak ada vocab. So verb is one of the very important. Okay. Nah, next ada lagi tambahan. Ada 11 lagi here. This is also very common, sangat umum, lazim in English and also in bahasa Indonesia to use the verbs that we have here. Tolong hafal. I want you to memorize them. Try to be familiar with these verbs. Okay. Now let's see this one. We have 5 sentences and I want you to do this. Change the sentences below above into simple past tense in affirmative or positive. Jadi affirmative atau positive sama saja. Use the following adverb of time for each of the sentence above. Jadi nomor 1, she listens to the radio every day. Kita gunakan si nomor 1-nya. Okay. So ntar yang keterangan waktu, adverb of time, yang ini kita pakai di nomor 1. So for example like this, she listens to the radio last night with her best friends. Nah, everyday nggak bisa kita pakai lagi karena everyday artinya setiap hari, dan setiap hari itu mutlak punyanya simple present tense karena dia kan berulang-ulang setiap hari. Sedangkan waktu yang tepat adalah last night with her friends tanpa menggunakan everyday. Yang digabung ya, aneh kalau digabung. Okay, that's for number 1. Number 2, they play football in the football field. Okay, yang ini bentuk present tense. Nah, diperhatikan ntar akan ada perubahan pada kata kerja. Kalau sudah masuk phone number 1, misalkan, jadi she listened to the radio last night with her best friend. It's very important to speak as clear as possible, sejelas mungkin. Don't asal-asalan, asal udah aja gitu. So this is totally wrong. Kalau tidak dibiasakan, your pronunciation will never improve. So you have to try to improve bit by bit, sedikit demi sedikit. Try your tongue to get accustomed to get used to be familiar with the English pronunciations. It's very important if you want to be good in English. Kalau nggak, ntar pronunciation-nya akan seperti itu saja. So for number 2, for example, they played. Bentuknya verb 2. They played football in the football field 3 days ago. Sudah bentuk past. Okay. Number 3. Linda and Wati read book in the library. Masuk several hours ago. Linda and Wati read, jadi read. Tapi tulisannya sama kebetulan, bacanya beda. Linda and Wati read book in the library several hours ago. Bukan hours, tapi hours ago. Okay. Now I want you to do number 4 and number 5. Okay. Pause the video and I want you to do number 4 and number 5. And after that, you continue the video where I'm going to help you. Okay. Now pause the video. Alright. See, Mary sleeps in her room alone. Masuk 2 nights ago menjadi Mary slept in her room alone 2 nights ago. Cynthia studies by herself in the room menjadi Cynthia studied by herself in the room last weekend. Okay. Tolong gimana? So I hope you get it right. Okay? I think it's not that difficult. Next kita lanjut. Change into simple past tense. Here, you may use any time markers you like. Kita bisa menggunakan terang waktu yang disukai, apa aja boleh. Jadi waktunya bebas seperti itu ya. Contoh, ini contohnya agak rumit sedikit, jadi tolong diperhatikan. So, Budi is not at home. Yeah, he is not usually late. He is not usually late. Budi belum sampai di rumah. He is not usually late. Dia biasanya nggak telat. Saya ganti menjadi Budi was not home at 8 last night. Malam. Jadi saya mengambil term markersnya pada 8 last night. Tadi malam 8. He was usually on time. He was usually on time. Jadi dia biasanya on time. Jadi ingin membedakan bahwa dia itu nggak biasanya terlambat. Oke, yang di atas di sini dia tidak biasa terlambat. Jadi biasanya he was usually on time. Biasanya dia tepat waktu. Okay, now take your time. I want you to do 1, 2, 5. Okay. Let's do it. How did you do that? So is it easy or is it difficult? I hope it's not difficult for you because it's actually simple. Shanti is already here in the conference room. Dia sudah ada di sini in the conference room. Jadi tinggal tambah aja waktunya. Misalkan Shanti was here. Shanti was in the conference room 2 hours ago. Shanti was in the conference room 2 hours ago. So my version should not have to be the same version with yours. Nggak sama persis. You can use different versions. Yang penting menjelaskan pada masa lampau. Okay. I want you to continue. Check your understanding also your sentence number 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Next, change into interrogative. Ubah ke bentuk interrogative. Shanti was already here in conference room when the helpers came in. Itu bentuk past tense. I want you to change into interrogative. We have 4 sentences, but I will help, of course. Nah, perhatikan bahwa di sini ada was. Nah, gampangnya, kalau ada if we have to be in the sentence, we just need to change the positions. Pindahkan posisinya. So take words to the beginning of the sentence. Jadi, was Santi already here in the conference room when the helpers came in? Lainnya sama semua. Okay, apakah Santi jadi yang arti kalimat? Next, number 2, kan were di sini. Ya, were adalah to be-nya. So pindah move to the beginning of the sentence. It becomes, were James and Richard present in the class to attend Professor Farrington's lecture? So, what's number 3? You know how to do that? Alright. So, caranya adalah, were our friends all anxious to see the new student from Jember coming into classroom? Okay, Jember itu di daerah Jawa ya, dekat Malang. So my sister was, nah ini to be-nya. So was my sister. Nah, it's better not to ask ke my sister, kan agak terlalu dekat dengan dia sendiri. So it's kind of funny not to know your sister. So diganti saja menjadi your sister. Ini, was your sister really proud of her improved grades in math and statistics on campus? Okay, so again, so all of these sentences focus in nominal sentence. Okay, now we're going to see more of the sentence. Now next we are going to focus on how to answer the questions. But now we are going to have mix, campur-campur ya. We're not just going to see how to answer the questions in simple present with to be, but we are also going to see how to answer the questions using verbs or verbal. First, pay attention to the picture. In the picture, yeah. This is a picture, people are watching, blah 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 blah, and we have the informations, the elves. Elves itu kurcaci, di sini nggak ada kurcacinya. Put lights, ambil lightnya. Ini cave, cave itu gua. The cave look beautiful, cave-nya, guanya look beautiful, jadi cantik. Okay. Now answer the following questions. What did the elves do to light caves? Apa yang diletakkan oleh si elves, oleh kurcaci, to light the cave, untuk menerangi caves? So we have here lights. So jawabannya adalah the elves. Put itu dia nggak berubah. Put. The elves put apa di put lights. Nah dia lights itu artinya dua, menerangi sama lampu. So the elves put lights, lampu-lampu, to light, untuk menerangi the caves. Jadi, pertanyaan yang what, yang apa, sebenarnya gampang, tinggal menentukan apanya itu barangnya. Ini dibuang dulu ceceknya, kata tanyanya, what did, langsung kita jawab dari setelah did itu. Berarti the elves put, lalu apa barangnya? Dalam hal ini lights, the elves put lights to light the cave. So itu untuk cara menjawabnya soal what. Did the cave look beautiful? Apakah cave look beautiful? Nah kata tanyanya adalah pada did saja, tidak ada yang lain. Sini kan what did sampai di sini, disambil did-nya sendiri kita buang ke belakang. Jadi jawab terangannya adalah ini look beautiful. So jawabannya adalah the cave, yes. Nah, apakah guanya kelihatan cantik, bagus? So jawabannya adalah yes. The cave, dia bentuknya jadi past tense. The cave look, atau ed, beautiful. Next, number 3. Did many people come to visit? Lihat di sini ada banyak orang ya. Jawabannya buang lagi nih. Yes, many people. Come ini bentuknya present. The verb 1. We change into verb 2 menjadi yes, many people came to visit. How many people brought camera to the cave? Kita hitung dulu 1, 2, 2 aja. Berarti kalau how many langsung how many kita ganti dengan jumlahnya. Misalkan di sini 2. So 2 people brought camera to the cave. Sama sekali. Right? So I believe they can do that. So now we're going to move on to this one. So here, the next slide. First, I'm going to read the questions, and I want you to pay attention to the picture and the information below as your informations. You will see the questions afterward. Nanti ada juga questionsnya. But first, focus on the listening and after that answer the questions. Okay, so number 1, did people come to see the cave? Did people come to see the cave? Oke, apa jawabannya kira-kira? Sini kita lihat. Oh yeah, yes, boleh ya, no problem. Yeah, people came to see the cave. Right? Number 2, how did the elves feel? How did the elves feel? Bagaimana perasaan si kurcaci ini? The elves were happy. Boleh juga the elves felt happy. Okay, so that's number 2. Number 3, was the place beautiful? Was the place beautiful? Ada cahaya, ada sehingga kita asumsikan bahwa itu beautiful. Gimana kira jawabannya? Yeah, the place was beautiful. Next, how was the expressions of the elf in red? Gimana ekspresi the elf in red? This one. Bisa dilihat. So the elf was very excited. The elf was very excited. So that's number 4. So to see the questions, I have it here with me. Okay, as I said earlier, first I want you to focus on listening part, and after that, you can watch the questions or read the questions from the slides. Okay, next. So, elf in caves. So welcome to Open. We have blah blah. So car park, souvenirs, postcards, orang yang makan, blah blah blah. So species, postcards, car park here. The elves were busy playing to the children. They say. Okay, so we have 5 questions. I'm going to read them. Was the cave open? Was the cave open? Number 2, were there many people at the cave? Were there many people at the cave? Okay, lihat ini. Number 3, how was the situation at the caves? How was the situation at the caves? If you think that I'm speaking too fast, you can pause the video and then you stop and you focus on how to answer my questions. Okay? If you think that my video is not too fast, you can just follow and you can answer the questions without having to stop the video. Number 4, what did the elf sell? What did the elf sell? Nah, lihat di sini apa? Ada di sini. And number 5, did people buy anything? Did people buy anything? Apakah mereka ada beli sesuatu? Okay, that's good. Now moving to next slide. Okay, see, it's a boy, so he's playing basketball. What did he do? What did he do? What did he do? Number 2, did he wear slippers during the game? Slippers artinya sandal. Did he wear slippers during the game? Did he wear slippers during the game? Number 3, did he play the game by himself? Did he play the game by himself? Did he play the game by himself? Number 4, when did he play basketball? When did he play basketball? When did he play basketball? Alright, so here's the video. Here's the questions. Okay, next. You see, this is some old man. This is young boy. Flower. Okay. The first question, so I'm going to read the question 3 times, and I want you to pay attention to my voice and try to answer based on what you hear. Okay? What did the boy bring? What did the boy bring? What did the boy bring? Number 1. Now, number 2. How many flowers did the boy hold on his hands? How many flowers did the boy hold on his hand? How many flowers did the boy hold on his hand? Okay, number 3. How did the old man feel when he saw the boy? How did the old man feel when he saw the boy? How did the old man feel when he saw the boy? Okay. Number 4. Was the old man angry with the boy? Was the old man angry with the boy? Was the old man angry with the boy? Alright. So, I think we have concluded our video for these sessions. I want you to do more exercise, self-exercise. So, lakukan sendiri. Be creative with making sentences. Lihat apa yang ada, bisa dibuat kalimat apa sendiri, buat saja terus. You see something and then you create the sentence in your mind. For example, soal ini seperti yang tadi saya bilang. Another example is that if you watch a movie and then you can also try to retell the storyline, alur cerita from the movie to your friends, or you can also do that to yourself, bisa diri sendiri. So you just say that out loud yang keras diucapkan, so that you can practice your English and also practice your memory, and then practice how the flow alur of the story that you tell to your friends. It's good practice. Another way to practice is that you can listen to songs. So there are so many songs now in English or in other languages, and then you select some English songs, and then you listen to the songs, and then try to pronounce the English songs so that you can improve your own pronunciations. If some singers speak very fast, you should select some easy listening songs, and then you practice along, bisa diikutin cara nyanyinya. Or if it is difficult, you just focus on listening first, and after that you sing the song after you have listened to the song performance. The songs can be done. Okay. Anyways, I'm very happy to create this video. I hope you can study something out of it. See you again next time. Okay. Until next time. Bye bye.